I say and welcome back. Before I even get started, you already know I'm gonna start this music off. I do not own the rights to any of this music. It's just random songs from my playlist. Tonight's playlist is Soundtrack of My Life. So, first song is going to be Don't You Want Me by the Human League. So I'm going to be pulling some cards towards the end of this. So if this is any indication on which direction that energy might be going, it might be some of this. I'm so glad I did not put these away. This is a reading from a few nights ago where I used past life cards and shaman oracle cards. So I did not put those cards away. I've been using them to reference back with. And I'm so happy I didn't, because apparently there's some of this going on. Don't you want me? So I'm gonna go ahead and do my little cleansing ritual. Earth clove. Don't you want me? I do like this song though. Okay, the crystals that I'm using for earth are copper, malachite, green opal, rose quartz, agate or agate, or rose quartz. I want to sing it so bad. Don't you want me? Tiger's eye. I got 3 of them, man. Trinity. Oh, my deity cat is here. Carnelian. And if you want to know what the properties of those are, I do have a video called Starting with Crystals, I do believe, and it reviews all of those and what their beneficial properties are. So let me finish this up real quick, and then I will pull some tarot, because that's probably why most of you guys are here anyway. But seriously, in the comments, let me know what you like about this. Like, I've got a lot of new followers specifically in the last 24 hours. Like, my following basically doubled in 24 hours, which if you are a returning person or a new follower or one that's been an OG follower, because I just started doing this on the 1st of November. I wanted to, do a reading each day for the portal coming up, and I had been practicing, and like I said, based on what I learned about myself, I have a karmic contract, and it entails me being a vessel. So don't you want me? Don't you want me? So that's why I'm here. But I'm going to go ahead and review these real quick. Let me know in the comments what you like. Do you like this spirit animal stuff? Do you like learning real information about these animals? Are you into the oracle readings, the tarot, the clairaudience? Let me know what appeals to you. What made you decide to want to follow me? I genuinely want to know. I want to be my authentic self. Obviously, I hope that's why you're here. But at the same time, I want to keep your attention and teach you something and hope that you engage. Maybe pass the word along to someone else that you think might resonate with it. So, Starling, and hopefully I have it together. Let me finish this ritual. Earth, fire, and I don't know which one this is. It's just a random one. Just like I'm letting the universe basically take control of things lately for me, and it's been working. I've just been going with the flow, and that's one of the cards that we actually had. Fire, air, or wind. Go with the flow of life. Go with the flow of life. All right, let's see. All right, and I will put that there for you guys as well. Hopefully you'll be able to feel some benefits. This is Lady. I know this song. Like I said, despite my relationship with my mother right now, I still have fond memories of growing up. And one of our good memories that we had was music. She was very old school in her tastes. Either disco or like Motown and stuff like this. Like she was very into like Earth, Wind and Fire and Parliament Funkadelics and things like that. So I have a whole repertoire as far as like musical interests just through her. And then my own weird ass eclectic taste, what you guys get to hear in the soundtrack of my life. So let's go ahead and review these so I can get to the card pulls. I just did Earth, I did Fire, I did Air, and the masculine is attacking me again. If you were here for the first one that I did before this, he was underneath the chair and he was attacking me, and he's doing it again right now. Like, what is with this funky ass energy? Water. So I got all the elements. As always, shout out to my grandpa Richard, part of my Trinity, the ancestors, and the angels, of course, up in the background. And if you have deities, you know, ascendant masters, I am a dark feminine, so I work with like dark divine deities. Recently, this one has been calling out. Maybe you can relate. If you have ones that you work with, maybe ones I don't know about, point me in the direction. I'm always interested in learning about new, you know, mythology and stuff like that. Just not like Greek, but even though that has been a theme, Greek and Atlantis, as well as Egyptian and obviously biblical. Those have been the themes. So I did all the elements. Let's go ahead and review these real quick. 642. So I know 6 means don't worry about anything, like money or materialism. Give the worries away to the angels or the Most High to solve it for you. 4 are angels. 2 are twin flame connections. Obviously, in this case, it would be with the angels and the Most High. Build a connection with them. Let it go. Go with the flow. And trust that everything's going to work out the way it needs to. Because we're in that sun energy right now, by the way. So let it go. All right, Starling. 717. There we go with the palindrome. Reflecting energy. 7, twin flame number for yourself and your relationship, yourself, growth, healing for past traumas. 1, instant manifestation. So reflection of maybe you working on yourself, finding balance between that masculine and feminine energy. Yes, you had the wars and the battles, but you made the sacrifices, and now I have the wisdom to cut through the bullshit and know the truth. Forgive yourself and come back in a beautiful way. Now, see, those were cards from previous readings. That's why I was like, I love to keep it because it ties. All right, we're going to get these birds done, though. Starling, now is the time to get out into the world and connect in an authentic way. And I don't even think I'm going to go with the facts, just the cards. Vulture, we have redheaded ones here. They're also black. Accept the inevitable. Let go of the past and welcome a rebirth to begin. So that's been another theme too. Rebirth, renewal, like new lives. Literally picking up your lives and traveling, starting new jobs, getting married, having families and babies, like finding your soul tribe of people. Blue Jay. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. So like I said, a lot of you that are here and have been listening to me talk about all this quote unquote nonsense, conspiracy, if you will. This is no doubt ended on this. From that was a really good album. Tragic Kingdom, first album they ever came out with. I was such a big fan. Just a girl for girls like me in the 90s. That girl anthem. I loved them. I used to be a big fan. I don't know what Gwen's doing now, but to each their own, you know? The Blue Jay. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. So like I said, a lot of you guys that have been listening to me at this point are at least questioning that you probably have some type of ability, and hopefully you are going outside beyond me and seeking this stuff. You're just getting the spark from me, or maybe I throw a term out or something and you're like, huh, what you talking about? Don't end it on this. Seek your own knowledge. I encourage you to. And if you find out something, bring it back and share. Please and thank you. 10 times 10. 10 is the number of completion, but also the repeating cycle. Don't let this be like a brand new cycle for you and then end up repeating it and then having to do some repeat karma shit. Because like I said, just because we made the portal and just because we're here now does not mean that we're not going to constantly be tested on whether or not we've healed from past stuff. We're going to be triggered. And when you're triggered, old versions of yourself want to come up. But you got to learn how to find coping skills. Recognize and catch yourself so you don't get to a 10. Maybe at most like a 5 and pull yourself back, but good to catch yourself at like a 2 or a 3, and that's self-awareness and being real with yourself, being authentic with yourself, and stop lying. You know what you do that is a bad habit. Do not sit here and lie to yourself, because if you're lying to yourself, you're not getting anywhere. You're damn sure not lying to the universe. So that's that crow energy. 1111 instant manifestation. That's that crow energy, that I don't fuck around with you, we don't do anything half-assed energy. So the Blue Jay is telling you that even when you do find out what your abilities are, even if they're not, you don't have psychic abilities, or you don't have clairs or anything like that, you probably have some type of talent. Creativity is a big thing that's happening right now. So maybe, like I said, you might be a painter or a musician. You know how to build something. You're a teacher. You can inspire people. Something that you creatively can give back to the world. Maybe you're an inventor, When you start getting and tapping into those abilities, and once you start getting the recognition for it, because that's also something, and there goes the masculine energy. He's in a very playful mood right now. Lots of energy. If you do start getting recognition, because that's also something that's supposed to be happening in the future, is that when you are being your authentic self and you are drawing the people to you, 12, 22, like I said, those 2s are those soul tie connections, instantly manifesting. And that's happening because you're being your authentic self. So people are like, huh, who's this person? I resonate with them. And you're getting those ties. 1, 2, 3, 4, you're ascending. See, you're going up, you're ascending. Getting to the next level, having self-realization, realizing who you want, who's beneficial for you. So when you have those people in your life, that circle of friends, they're gonna like admire things about you. They may even start to compliment you. Do not let your ego get in the way of it. That is so unattractive. Like, for real. Be humble about it and control yourself. And by controlling yourself, it means your ego. Keep that shit in check. That is not cute. 1311, this is the Smiths. You just haven't earned it yet, baby. Yeah, and karmics are going through this cycle because they haven't learned it. Just haven't learned it yet, baby. Pelican. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. So this might have to do with the karmic situation. A lot of us might be feeling like, you know what, fuck them. They haven't earned my forgiveness. I don't care. They did some foul ass shit to me, and there's nothing they can do in this world that's gonna garner me wanting to forgive them. This is one of those times where, like I said, you may need to forgive the situation, not necessarily them. For yourself, for your healing, for your inner child. It's growth. Heal from the situation. Forgive the situation. Find forgiveness for yourself. Especially with where you're at right now. Like, forgiveness for what you had to go through. You're still here. You're still fighting. If you can't forgive yourself, like, that's one of the biggest steps that you got to be able to get through. Because you can't love yourself if you can't forgive yourself. Even for, like, your toxic behaviors. If you're aware of it and you're trying to fix it, then congratulations. Forgive yourself. I applaud you. Good job. If no one's told you, good job. Finch. New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. So you know what? Maybe you might feel like you haven't earned these opportunities, but honestly, if you're here, you are working on yourself. You're taking the time to actually learn something, because that's why I'm here. I'm here to like inspire people. Like I said, I am a shadow worker. So I've been there. I've been depressed. I've been suicidal. I've been at the bottom of the fucking barrel, at the end of the rope, felt like I had no one, didn't want to carry on with life, tried to not carry on with life several times and failed, thankfully. But like, that's the whole reason that I'm here. Like, I wish that back then I had someone for me that could help me navigate out of the darkness, quote, you know, quote unquote. That could come into my shadows and give me some tips or make me feel like I was, and I hate to say this because I know my worth now, but back then I had a hard time with acknowledging how much worth I had. I had very low self-esteem. So back then, I was just kind of hoping that I would have somebody that thought I was worthy enough to stick around, that thought I was worthy enough to help me and understand that I had